B&M truly is a magical place. It's like the exotic middle aisle of Aldi stretched large into a full shop. You go in there wanting a couple of cleaning cloths and you come out having spent £60 on absolute crap. One such aisle that I particularly love is, of course, the technology aisle, where you find weird and wonderful things such as the subject of today's video, this £20 B&M GoPro. Can it really be that bad? Well, let's find out. The first thing we notice as we open it up, that this is made by Goodman's. And Goodman's, back in the day, was a pretty respectable company, but I've watched enough tech mode videos now to know that Goodman's is a brand that can be bought by pretty much any company and has been bought to pass off really cheap, nasty technology products. So my expectations aren't that high, even though it looks great on the surface. Opening it up, however, and it's looking pretty good. It feels well made. It's got plenty of attachments for different filming scenarios. Yeah, not a bad product, certainly not for 20 quid. The proof is in the pudding, of course, so I'm going to go about this in my usual scientific, absolutely amateur way. So if you're expecting a well-rounded review, you've probably come to the wrong place, but I'll give it a try in different locations. I'm going to try it out on a static view. I'm going to try it in underwater because this proudly promotes that it is an underwater camera. And then I'm going to try it out on a moving object to see how it handles those kind of conditions as well. Here we see some of the menus that you can go through, different changes that you can make, and it does boast 1080p HD, full HD video, which would be great if it were true. Let's see it on its own here. We can see it's definitely not a HD camera. If we look side by side here, we can see on the left is the Goodman's, on the right is my iPhone, looking at the same flowers, and there's a definite lack of quality on the left there. I would say it's about 240p, maybe 480 if I was being kind. Here it is zoomed in. You definitely wouldn't use this for professional videography by any stretch of the imagination. The colours also look very bleached out, as you can see here on the left. The screen is okay. It's quite difficult to see in this sunny condition here, but you can just about make it out. Now it's time for a really scientific test of the abilities of the camera underwater. No expense spared here. I have a bath full of lukewarm water and a Zelda figure to see how it copes with objects near and far underwater. And it doesn't do too badly, I don't think. Again, the quality isn't brilliant, but it does give you that option, which you of course can't do with an iPhone, which is to take footage underwater, which by itself is probably worth the 20 quid, I would say, if you did want to do this kind of shot yourself. Next up, it was time to take it on a bike ride, and I was quite impressed, I have to say, with how the stabilisation worked on this. I'm really thrashing the bike around here. It has quite a flat tyre, but I just went round the corner and it managed quite well. It's not too jerky. It's following the movement of the bike fairly well as well. So overall, it's certainly not going to win any awards, but I would say that if you want to do some interesting and different types of shots for your projects, then it's certainly worth the 20 quid to get some of these shots. I hope that's been a fun introduction to a quirky bit of B&M technology. As always, thanks for watching and take care.